The book of Nahum, chapter 1 and verse 3. The Lord YAHAWAH, bahasham YAHAWASHI, is slow to anger and great in power, and will not at all acquit the wicked. The Lord YAHAWAH, bahasham YAHAWASHI, hath his way in the whirlwind and in the storm. The clouds are the dust of his feet. I'm going to start right there. I'm going to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI, bahasham Rakha Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahawah, bahasham YAHAWASHI. Hey, Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, whoever you might be. Shalom to the 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp, doing a quick lesson, and it's really a news update. But this recent news that I'm getting ready to show you, it exhibits the Lord's power, man, and how quick He can move on you at a moment's notice. All right. There was some major flooding out there in Texas recently, and even the president addressed it, in a press conference. But this flash flood took out a lot of people, man, and it did a lot of damage. And this verse right here shows you that the Lord is in control of all those things. You get people out there talking about, it's geoengineering, talking about Esau and cloud seeded, and made that flood happen. But at the end of the day, man, it's the Lord Yahweh bahasham YAHAWASHI, and they don't give Him enough credit because He's the Most High. He controls everything. All right, but without further ado, let's get that video clip on Salaki. All right, fair use. All right, I'm not making any money off of this. This is just for educational purposes only.
You're watching NBC5 News at 6.
We begin with the frantic search for the 23 young children missing along the Guadalupe River. The flooding happened in the middle of the night in several towns along the river.
People in Kerrville said the water didn't just rise, it swallowed everything in sight.
When you look out your front door and you see the Guadalupe River running, it'll wake you up, let me tell you.
This came at night when people were asleep in bed. Please pray for our kids.
Young girls were evacuated by helicopter from a summer camp near the town of Hunt. In Kerrville, the water was so high, SUVs were seen floating by homes. We know at least 13 people have died in the flooding, but many more are missing.
We have seen video of boats, helicopters, and divers across the Guadalupe River. Lieutenant Governor Dan Patrick says at least 20 girls are missing from Camp Mystic, and about 500 people are helping bring those girls home. NBC5's Allie Spilliards is in Ingram tonight, where one of the reunification centers has been set up. Allie.
Meredith, we are at Ingram Elementary right now. This is the reunification center specifically for the girls from Camp Mystic and their families. And you can see a lot of those families here gathered on the curb behind me, kind of in a waiting pattern. We've also seen pictures of people inside. And then I can tell you that parking lots and streets all over this small neighborhood are lined with cars that are bumper to bumper with families who have driven in from all over the state, some from North Texas, some from out of state, trying to see their children and get a chance to wrap their arms around their daughters. This evacuation process has been rather slow. We're told that the camp has a capacity to hold 750 people. And the problem is a lot of the roads in this area are impassable. And so they have been airlifting the girls out, evacuating by helicopter. Some have been coming in.
All right, so you see what's going on, okay? This is recent news. And this is the Lord, man, because at the end of the day, He's the Most High. All right? And nothing happens without His consent. All right, here's another clip right here, okay? Fair use. For educational purposes only.
There's very few concrete pads that even remain. The RVs were swept away, the concrete was swept away. I mean, the little ground is scoured away.
It looks like a hurricane tore through Texas Hill Country. But this storm had no name and no warning.
We realized that the water is rising really fast.
Car horns screamed as vehicles shorted out underwater.
We start banging on everybody's door, getting people out.
If you were lucky, someone banged on your door. If not, this is how you woke up.
Was this like a worst case scenario because it's the holiday?
Absolutely. They were full. They have 14 reservations missing. I have 6 people missing.
If you didn't get out on time and you were in an RV, this is unsurvivable. Look at this. This RV shredded, wrapped around the tree. There's another one there, and then you can see another one down the river. This whole area was full of RVs, cabins. Everyone was here for the holiday weekend. This is a really popular area to celebrate the 4th of July. And it's gone.
Everybody lost.
Okay, so there you go. You see the damage and the aftermath of that flash flood, man. And it happened on the 4th of July, man. And I just knew in the spirit, man, that a lot would be going on, you know, on that particular pagan ass holiday. And a lot's been going on, man. All right, judgment has been going out because the Lord is angry, man. He's not playing around. So here we have the AI overview right here for Nahum 1 and 3. It says the phrase suggests that the Most High's presence and actions can be seen in powerful natural phenomena like storms and whirlwinds, symbolizing his might and authority. It emphasizes that he is both powerful and involved in the world around us. And that's the truth, man. People think that things just happen randomly. Nah, man. It's the Lord YAHAWASHI. So when children die or come up missing, like you just saw in that clip, all right, 23 girls missing, all right, and many more. Not just, you know, those 23 girls. There's other people that are missing, and the death toll is rising, from what I understand. You know, looking at different news articles, this is the Lord's doing, man. All right, it's judgment. I'm gonna close with this. I gotta get ready for camp, but I brought this out yesterday. I'm gonna bring it out again because this is a very, very heavy scripture right here. This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, otherwise known as Sirach, in the Apocrypha, chapter 5 and verse 7. It says, make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, YAHAWASHI, and put not off from day to day, for suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. So in your security, it means when you thinking that it's all good, then people thought it was all good, man. All right. And it wasn't all good. The Lord sent judgment by way of that flash flood. Okay. So this is why we're telling you Israelites, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, and Seminole Indians, to turn back to Yahweh bahasham, because it's only going to increase from here on out, man. You can expect to see more natural disasters, more judgments being brought forth in the earth. And don't think that it can happen to you. All right. You need to fear the Lord, man. Especially now. So I'm in this lesson right here. Just a quick news update. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahawah. Bahasham, YAHAWASHI, Bahasham Rakha Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahawah, Bahasham Yahushai. Kwame Asharala, and Abba Abba. Shalom.